So hi, I am TejasSakhalkar, a third year student from Department of Energy Science and Engineering. Since my school days, I have been passionate about working on various projects and building things independently. I pursued this interest and explored the institute technical activities in my first year. Later in my second year, when I was ERC convener and Hostel 5 Tech Secretary, I observed the striking difference in students' enthusiasm across years of study. This prompted me to become Energy Club manager and contest the General Secretary Technical Affairs position to make an impact. I will try my best to improve the institute's technical culture by promoting hostel technical activities and IIT Bombay tech teams. With Tinker's Lab being the center, I plan to modify and continue the Founders Garage program to boost the technical entrepreneurship. My ultimate goal is to reignite the technical spark in the wonderful student community of IIT Bombay. Yeah, sure. So the Tinkering 101 course, the idea was of the current council. Earlier, there were efforts to start this course, Tinkering 101 course. So everything was like they figured out everything. Also, the as you might know, the Tinker's Labs, the funding of Tinker's Lab come from Makerbhavan Foundation, and the Makerbhavan Foundation also has employed members to look after these other activities of Tinker's Lab, and they have figured out all the course content, and the course content is ready. Mm, Also, a few years ago, the similar course they tried to the institute tried to run one such course, but it failed because there were logistic issues, and then the current issues in starting this course. The first issue is the funding, and the second issue is the professor. So because this will be an elective course, one similar course runs in IIT Gandhinagar as their institute elective in second year. So the as this will be a proper course, we will need one faculty member to look after all the students and their work. So that is the first thing that we need to figure out. We tried this year, but we proceeded up to a certain limit, so we will have to continue on that this year. And then the second thing about funding, so as of now the funding estimates are not that high, so it shouldn't be a big issue, and it will be sorted using the funding will be given by Tinker's Lab. So yeah, I talked to basic about this with Tinker's Lab secretaries, the current secretary and manager of the Tinker's Lab. Okay. So first, in brief, I will talk about what is Founders Garage. So until before few years, like before 4 or 5 years, there was one scheme, Technovation, which used to be a very big event of the whole ITC as a whole. But after that, in last 2 3 years, it was not happening, and the Technovation in last 10 years, the Shobna basically started Technovation against Shobna and Anirudh Ranade, who was the nominee at that time. So Founders Garage is the modification of Technovation program. Technovation was based on completely the technical aspects and nothing about entrepreneurship. And the Founders Garage program was mainly about entrepreneurship, like creating startups from the students of IIT Bombay, technical startups. So that was the aim, and hence we collaborated with eCell, and there were sessions held, and also uh, at the end the funding rounds. The funding rounds are yet those are planned in March, and the second one is in May. But the whole issue with this issue, or the thing that I find with this Technovation, this Founders Garage program, is this is more towards entrepreneurship part, and what I want to the modifications that will be made to bring it back to tech. Like what happened when we moved from tech to entrepreneurship, the most of the startups were like business and very less tech part. So we want in the first half, like from we will launch it as soon as the semester starts, and up in the first semester we will focus completely on technical projects and the funding of technical projects. And in the second semester, if the enough progress has been made on the technical part, we will proceed with the entrepreneurship part. So that is the main modification in this program. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So in the initial part of in the initial days of Instex, like when we started working on one project. Yeah, yeah. So uh, when basically the when we basically started with the idea of InstiX, we had 2 or 3 projects in mind. The first one being mesh digitization. The another projects that are in our mind. The first one is the e-shuttle tracker and implementing it using GPS and IoT based SIM cards. So that is one of the projects that is in our mind. So the another project can be, we have like many gymkhana facilities, and there basically to make it will be combined project of DevCom as well as InstiX to there will be counter at such places, and there will be portal that will be deployed on InstiApp where the number of people, like if, for example, in badminton hall, how many people are there at a certain point playing, and so that people will know beforehand if they will get to play or not. So this is one another project that can be started by Instinct. So the first one will be the e-shuttle tracking. Yeah. Yes, yes. So all the PG Tech points are based on the this year's response from the PGs. So I talked with our current PG Tech nominee, and this year the response we received from the PGs was really very good. And there were the main event this year was PG Tech weekend, and uh, the participation, there were sessions and there were competitions. So the participation was in hundreds. So we also didn't expect that huge participation, and because of that, also like while talking with the PG Tech nominee, he told that he told the schedule of the PGs and how busy are they. But if they are involved in this PG Tech weekend and with such enthusiasm, they might they might also participate in small projects. These projects will not be really very long-term projects like ITSP or other projects floated by TL. These will be short projects that also the topics will be the we will give them freedom to choose topics, and our job will be to give them mentors if they want, and the reimbursement. So these will be short projects, and that those which can be done in couple of weeks or so, and they can work on weekends, and there will be meets with the mentors. Yeah, that's the basic idea behind the PG Tech projects. Okay, okay. The projects basically come under 2 categories, or maybe 3 categories. One is completely software-based projects, and another is complete hardware-based project, or mixture of both. So mainly the projects in the software category are like vary from like 1 day projects to literally for a month or year long projects. So one of such project that can be completed in, I guess, 2 weeks is IPL data prediction. So this project can using ML, and you will be given data. So this project will be for those who just learned ML, who just attended some sessions of ML, and they want to use their skills and make some productive thing out of that. So this is one such project. And if you are talking about the hardware projects. So in hardware projects, there are certain projects like those using some small circuits or microcontrollers. So develop your own circuits, write your own logic. So these small projects, like what usually happens with PGs, are they are interested in their own branch, like their focus is fixed. But this year we got to know that some of them are definitely interested to explore the other branches that they have not that is not their parent branch. So from this they can try their hands on some different projects or some different things from other branches in short period. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So the first thing I will like to clear is this recruitment fair is not for all tech teams. So I talked with many or most of the tech team leaders, and I got to know that some tech teams, like mostly the older tech teams or the big tech teams, uh, they like to have their recruitments in the second half of the year. Um, because they have their targeted people, like there are people who are interested in the racing team or in the satellite team. They have their own audience. But the newer tech teams, they face many challenges during recruitments. There is a problem of a dropout, or also there is a problem of mm, also it happens that the first team gets advantage sometimes because the schedule is not given. So the whole idea behind that recruitment month is initially we will have open house so that the mostly the newer tech teams, like we identify tech teams as independent bodies, and the work of ITC is to help them in any way possible. That because at the end they are doing tech, and it is the actual tech that happens in the institute. The most of the tech, I will say. So. What we will do, like I talked with the tech teams, and at least 3 or 4 of them agreed that this will be very helpful for them, mostly the new tech teams like Exofly. So the idea is to first have open day so that the students will uh, mm, get to see their laboratories, how they work, and they will figure out what they are really interested in rather than going to recruitment because their friends are going. So that is the main purpose of open day. And after that we will get around 4 to 5 weekends before the exams, or before 1 or 2 weeks before the exams we will get 4 or 5 weekends. So on these weekends there will be recruitments of the teams which are interested to do recruitment using this. And there are teams that I confirmed by talking with the lead team leads. And also the other use of this is we will also add in the parallel thing that will happen is the FB series as well as the video and website release of these teams. So that will help the publicity just before the recruitment, and that will be like really helpful for the new tech teams. So one of my initiatives is to push for these new tech teams, and they face literally many challenges to grow. And yeah, so this is mainly for new tech teams, and other tech teams can also participate in this. Yeah, okay. So the whole concept of hostel winter projects is that the idea started in Hostel 5 when I was tech secretary in Hostel 5, and we started this in Hostel 5. So uh, the all projects that we floated in under that scheme were mainly software based or coding based. So the students can do projects from their home. Actually, the mass digitization was one of the projects, and the very early development was done in Hostel 5. Very small development, the hardware development, you can say. So that is one that was one of the projects that it was done in the institute, the people who were already in the institute. And yeah, so the another thing, the room retention thing. So there will be the both software as well as hardware projects will be launched. And so the students who are at home, they can work on the hardware or the simulation part, even if they want to, sorry, the software or the simulation part of the hardware projects. And those who are in the institute, and many people actually come to the institute because of TechFest MI, although may not they may not be at their hostel rooms, but hostel tech rooms will be open for them. They can come to hostel tech room, work on their project if it is hardware project, and then at the end they can submit, and they will the project will go maximum 1 month long. So yeah, that is it is inspired from Hostel 5, and the response was really good at Hostel 5. So the room booking process is meant for the tech teams of IIT Bombay, mainly the tech teams. And the issues that I found in the earlier system was, there are when I talk to various tech team heads, I found that there are many ways by which they can book room. The one way being faculty via faculty advisor books room for them. The second one being they directly go to via GSTA. That is the third thing. But like there were issues faced by them because of the other methods. So the idea of the whole common room booking process was to streamline this, and it will be a common process, general process that everyone will follow from, and it will be easy. And just they will have to just they will have to give the letter to GSTA, and we will book room for them. So yeah, so that is about the common room booking process. I envision seeing students coming forward on their own, asking for the resources to build cool technical stuff. The world is aiming for colonizing Mars by 2050. AI and automation are easing human lives. Renewable energy sources are taking over the conventional resources, and soon we will see self-driving cars finding ways to Mumbai's traffic. We have brilliant minds at IIT Bombay, and together we can be a part of this great technological revolution. With your support, let's take a small step towards this endeavor. Let's tinker, innovate, and create. Thank you.